When you receive your SavvyVan 3, in each box you get a help card, which gives you the installation and setup instructions, sticker, if you've ordered the 7-inch, you'll receive the 7-inch screen. If you've ordered the 5-inch, you'll receive the 5-inch screen with adapters for the USB and HDMI. You will also receive the temperature sensor and temperature sensor holder, the clip for the HDMI and USB cable, your SavvyVan 3 control unit, and your HDMI and USB leads. Everything you see here is all the parts you need for a basic setup with the SavvyVan screen. So when you receive your SavvyVan 3 kit, you'll have unboxed the kit as per the previous video. The installation setup card, there's a QR code. Scanning this will take you to the support site. Once you're on the support site, just click on the SavvyVan 3 for full installation instructions. When you start your installation, you decide where you want to mount your kit, and you cut out the hole to mount the screen to the specifications on the installation instructions. The screen is mounted by simply peeling and sticking onto your unit, which will give the super flush mount. To mount your control board, there's 4 screws. This simply goes into position of your choice. It can be up to 2 meters away from the screen, because this is the length of the supply cables. To connect the screen to the unit, you take the USB cable, just here, and the HDMI. On the back of the screen, if you have the 7-inch screen, you connect it directly into the back. The cables then will connect into the side of the SavvyVan 3. The supply cable is there to help make sure that the cables don't come out. Insert over the cables, wiggle down, and then ensure that the connectors go into the hole. The supply temperature sensor can be mounted internally using a screw or double-sided tape on the back. The temperature sensor simply slots inside and will be held by the cable. To install, make sure the unit is turned off. On the unit itself, you've got black, yellow and red terminals. Mount the temperature gauge in the most convenient place for yourself. The final 2 tasks are to connect up your control circuits, which are labelled 1 to 8. Each of the circuits have a normally closed, a common and a normally open. So depending if you're switching on your positive or negative circuit, if you switch on the negative, you insert the negative for the appliance, which this is our light, into the normally open terminal. You then connect your negative common into the common terminal. The common will then go to your negative buzz bar or your vehicle ground. Positive will then go to your fuse box. The final task is to give power to the unit itself. So we have a negative and a positive. The negative needs to go to the ground of your vehicle or the negative buzz bar. The positive should go to a fuse supply. And then we'll power up the unit. Once your unit is started up, you need to configure the tiles to match whatever configuration you've got. The passcode is always 123456 unless you have a branded device. Within tile settings, you'll choose how many tiles you have. We've selected 1, and then we'll choose what that tile does. So we will select the pre-labeled lights. Should you want to create your own label, we can select the icon we wish to choose. So let's choose the lights, and then we can add a name for that particular circuit. Click and save will add your additional tile into the tile choices on the second page. As soon as we go to home, we then see that what we have set up with a fully working light. So this unit is currently reading the input voltage. Should you want the advanced battery management and have a lithium battery which supports it, or be using one of our own shunts, simply go into the installer settings, click on Bluetooth, click scan. The list of available devices will show up. Simply click on the green plus on the device you wish to connect and wait for the Bluetooth signal to turn blue. Once connected, go home and you'll see the advanced battery settings on the home screen. Clicking on this will give you more detail. Should you have any additional add-ons, you can connect these the same way by heading into the installer settings, going to Bluetooth and searching for the additional devices.